What is going on, We Do Transformations Coach? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to get an 80% close rate on your sales calls. Let's talk about Michael Jordan. All right. Michael Jordan practiced for 6 hours a day, every day. Michael Jordan did not become the greatest basketball of all time by accident. He became it by effort. You don't step onto the court and start playing and expect to be excellent, just like you shouldn't step into your sales calls without practice. You need to practice your sales calls. And here at We Do Transformations, we call them role plays. Now, a role play is a practice call that you book with another student in the program where they're the student, you're the coach, and they pretend to have a struggle. Your job is to dig the struggle out, get them clear on their goals, and to overcome their objections. Why are they important? Because you can practice overcoming objection when there isn't money on the line. And if you're closing less than 3 and 5 calls, then you need to practice more. Imagine how much faster you'd reach your financial goals if every 5 calls you got on, you brought on 3 new challengers. It's beautiful. You need to practice your sales calls. How often? Well, how good do you want to get at sales? You're going to find somebody that will want to commit to their goals as much as you will. So when you find that partner, book role plays with them and practice on each other. 30 minutes on one person, 30 minutes on the other person, 1 hour a day will literally completely transform your sales skills and transform your business. Because when you can practice with a partner that's giving you hard objections to overcome and you work through them with a hard partner, then when you get on the call with the prospect, it's going to feel easy. So start at 5 times a week for the next week, book 5 practice calls, 1 per day, and do them before you get on your sales calls. So let's say like you have 5 sales calls for the day. If you book a role play at the start of the day, man, the amount of calls you're going to close is significantly higher. After your calls start to increase, you can decrease the frequency to 1 to 2 times per week. Role plays are so important and you need to practice. So your homework is to find a role play partner who is also a coach and We Do Transformations. When should I book role plays? After your initial week, when you book 5 role plays, book them 1 to 2 times per week. Then if you ever get any objection and you can't overcome it on an actual call, what you want to do is you want to book a role play and get your partner to give you a specific objection that you couldn't overcome. So let's say somebody gives you the spouse objection and you can't overcome it for whatever reason. What you should do is you should book a role play and you should tell your partner, hey, I just got the spouse objection and I kind of pooped the bed. So I'd love to practice that. So at the end of the call, give me the spouse objection so I can practice overcoming it. This is going to make you better at overcoming that objection next time so you can grow into the coach that you were meant to become and you can start to impact and change more people's lives. Now, other sales tricks and hacks, you don't always need to practice a whole call, right? So let's say you only have 30 minutes because you have a busy schedule. When you get on the role play with your partner, you can be like, hey, there's only 30 minutes today. So, I just want to spend 5 minutes on mine, then we can spend some time on yours. I want to practice the end of the call. So I'm going to pitch you. I want you to give me the wife objection, and then I want to overcome that, right? Let your partner know, I really want to focus on the first part of the call. So I just want to do the pain points of the call. That's what I really need to practice on. Once I'm done, if you can give me some feedback, that'd be awesome. Again, you don't always need to practice the whole call. Sometimes it's better to just focus on the areas that you're weak. Other sales call nuggets, bring a pen and paper with you and take notes on every single call. If they say they eat out 5 times a week, write that down. If they say they need to lose stubborn belly fat, write that down. If they say they want to get in shape in time for summer, write that down. The more notes that you take, the more ammunition you're going to have near the end of your calls, and the more deals you're going to close, and the more money you're going to make, and the more lives that you're going to change. Final notes on getting better at sales calls. After every sales call, sit down for 5 minutes and ask yourself this one simple question. If I could do that call again, what would I have done differently? Write it down and then rehearse what you would have done differently in your head. This will allow you to learn from each and every call, and you'll get progressively better over time. And then the next time you're on a sales call, you'll have the experience that you gained from the last call and the lesson that you gained from that last call, and you'll be much better and you'll be able to close a lot more deals. So your homework for this video is to find a role play partner in the group and book 5 practice calls within the next week. Find somebody that's just as hungry as you are for success and wants to grow so you can get your role plays in. If you can't get 5, you can only get 3, that's great. Book as many as your schedule will allow you to so that you can get better at your sales, close more deals, make more money, and transform more people's lives.